Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to Méchet, where we're still stuck in March. I was about to jump forward to April so we can get our soybeans, our silage maize, and our sorghum, all the S's, into the field. And then I said, right, let's check everything before I move forward. And we have weeds in field 27 and 26. So I've gotten the sprayer loaded up because we got the narrows on this tractor. Now, this tractor's struggling a little bit with the weight. And we don't have spot spraying on this sprayer yet, but we're going to put it on it because we actually have the money now. We didn't have the money when we were doing it, so we're gonna kit this out now. Let's just have a look. Oh, let's just drop it. Now, here we go. Lower it down. No, not that one. Lower the other one. It's going to fall off the back anyway. It doesn't matter. It's going to fall off the back, so we're going to customize this. We're going to put both of them on, which is going to cost us 48,000, but it is worth it. What we will probably eventually do is buy the front tank for this. Should really buy it because it's not that expensive. And then we don't need the weight when we have the front tank full. So just to get these two fields done, we're going to move on. It's you'd kind of wonder, why would I do this? And this is right next month. And we're getting that weird texture that you get sometimes. Hold on, let's pause the game and let's go back in. No, it's not showing the grain heads. It does that the odd time. It's showing everything else, but then when you go up to the field, sometimes you just lose the texture of the head. It was perfect when I was checking it a minute ago. This needs to be done as well. It does say that we can hoe it, but we lose precision farming score, and I think I'm in the trays here, am I? No, we're out of it. Yes, lose precision farming score for the mechanical weeding, which is why we don't. Now, turn it on. You know what? Let's hold it there for a second and let's raise that boom up so we can actually see it. The crop is very high, but we still should be able to see it in this field. Now, here we go. And we're on. There we go. You can see it now. Yeah, we're just going to get these done just to get the maximum yield out of it. I know this is ready next month, but I think we still get the yield once we get rid of the weeds. So I'm just going to do these two fields. Won't take long, and then we're going to get our sorghum in what fields? Yeah, that's grand. That's working now. We're going 87, that's sorghum. The field beside us here, this is going to be soybeans. And we have two fields here which are going to be silage maize. Which two are not? That's sown, yeah. These two will be silage maize. So they're the ones we're going to be getting sown next month. And that's what I thought I was going to jump forward onto them two straight away. When we finished up the last episode, that was just going to be a case of taking care of the animals and then just moving forward. But I just happened to check the map, and I knew we were going to have to do weeds at some stage, but I didn't realise we had weeds in these. You know, this tractor probably struggles a little bit with the sprayer, but it doesn't really matter. If it's okay, provided we haven't got any massive big hills and that, I'm happy enough just to keep it and use it for that. Maybe, like I know the other tractors we have can probably take narrows as well, so we could put the narrows on one of the other tractors with more horsepower and use it. But no, happy enough to work away with what we have. So, plan for this episode, we'll get the fields sowed and rolled and everything fully done on them, so they're fully ready for the harvest. Animals, we'll look after them as well. The snail farm is in the process of winding down. I'd say it probably will be by the time we move forward into April. And that'll be grand. We can shut everything down up there. The mill will still process the wheat and barley and oats we have in that, so we'll get flour from that to sell. I don't know how we're doing with our stock check. Loads of money according to that. Only a couple of green things, but they're all feed. They're not being sold. So we're not going to sell off any feed at all. We're going to hang on to that. We've worked hard enough to get that together. So, series is going pretty well, I think. I'm kind of happy I've decided to give the snail farm a rest now and just pause it. We're not going to sell it off or anything. We'll just leave it there. If we want to go back to that, we can go back to that. We've done it. We've seen how it works. We've fine-tuned everything to get it to work. So what we'll do is we'll kind of park that for now, and then we will move on and find something else. Now, the grapes we will do. Not doing them just yet. And I did, since the end of the last episode, I've done 2 stone picking contracts because the stone picker still leased, just to get a few stones into the cement production again. We have 1 pallet of cement bags, that's it. It's so slow, it's going to be really slow because we're not going to have a major amount of stones coming off any fields we do, and even doing the contracts now, we'd very few. We'd think just over 3,000 litres, which kind of surprised me we had that many, to be honest with you, but they're in it now. It's processing through them. They will run out, and we'll have to wait until we have more stones. I am considering placing down the silo that you can buy the stones from. What I'll do is I'll have a look at placing it on one of the other buy sites on the map. I'll do it before after I've saved the game, I'll place it and see, can I actually get the stones out of it? Because it won't be on my land, it'll be on, say, the map land. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So I'll try that and see maybe, because otherwise I think it's going to take forever to get the shop built. I think it'll still take forever because we need to do something about the timber production as well for the timber elements on that. How are we doing map-wise on this? Weeds. This is the last bit. Okay, so we got the bit. I thought there was another bit over there, but oh no, it was right on the line. It was right on the line. Okay, I'm just going to go into the other field and do it. We're not stuck for money. We kind of know that anyway. This is never going to be like a hard... It will be hard enough challenge series in what we're doing in it, in that we're going to try everything, but it's not a really hard challenge series where we're not going to have money. We will have money, but we're putting the work in to get that money. It's not being generated by greenhouses or anything like that. You can say it was with the snail houses, but that's why we kind of call a halt to that, because it is an easy source of money. And we'll do the grapes. The grapes will probably prove the same. The soybeans are going in the other field. We're going to do the plant-based milk in the dairy, and that will be with the soybeans. And like, if we look at the price for the plant-based milk, to come up in this one now, I think it's down in this one. Get this done before I run into the hedge down the end of the field. There's too many things here. There you go, plant-based bottled milk. Look at the peak, it's 5,675 per pallet, which is mad money. But we'll just try it once. We put the one load in, or we put the one harvest of soybeans in, see how it goes, just to try it, just to see, and then we'll probably not do it again. I'm really just trying things out on the map. I did explain that that's what I want to do. I want to get an in-depth look at how everything works. And I have the breeder pack now. I'm going to turn it on as well, and may place the hay, what would you call them? Hay troughs, hay racks, to stop the wild boar from damaging the fields, and have the reseeding in place for the grass. So I want to see how it works. The other thing too we're going to have pretty soon is, I know this video's gone out probably nearly 2 weeks after the pack comes out. That's how far in advance in recording. We'll have the Sky Agri Pack will be out, so we'll be using that as well, and purely to investigate how it works, what it does, how the equipment works, what the the dirt looks like and stuff like that. To be honest, some of the partners have gotten the preview and the thing. I'm not looking at any of it. I don't want to know. It's a bit like when Kinleg came out. I don't want to know. I'll find out myself. I don't want the overkill of seeing all like DJ Goham and Farmer Klein and Farmer Cop and Mr. CLP going through it all over and over and over. I prefer to actually learn how to do it and just do it over the course of doing field work. And I hope that if you're watching me doing this, that that's okay with you, that you're happy enough. It'll be a slower pace. It won't be just a video concentrating on. Have I missed a bit there? They don't look like it. No, it is over them. It won't be just a video, like say for an hour and a half, concentrating on, not an hour, half an hour, 40 minutes, concentrating on the agri-pack, the Sky agri-pack. It'll be just as we go and we start using the equipment, then we'll see how it works. Now, how are we doing? Yeah, we're all done. Okay, I wasn't expecting to keep you in for the whole lot of that, but I did. I've gone on talking for nearly 11 and a half minutes now in the introduction. I hope you don't mind that. I just want to keep you in and doing a bit of work on that, and then we'll jump to the other bits and pieces that need to be done. So I'll bring you back in a little bit, unless something major happens before I move forward, because as it goes through another day, I have to shift a bit of milk now, get it down to the dairy. There's not much room in the dairy here. And a few little bits like that, just kind of taking care of business. And I'll bring you back in then when we move forward into April. We're in April, so it's planting season. I was just checking on the animals. I topped up the calf barn, or this one here, the breeding pen, with TMR. I'm trying to let the other ones run down so they get the hay and silage and that's in them out of it. So it's just TMR that's in them. So we're ready to go with our planting crops, I suppose you could say, because we have the planter. So we've soybeans gone in this field here. I did our two fields over there, I put lime on them. And where else did I put lime? I didn't put lime anywhere else. No, it's just them two. This field's okay. This was done before we ploughed it, so yeah, it's perfect. And we're just going to get our what you call it in here, so I better change that since sorghum. Soybeans gone past that. Soybeans, silage maize and sorghum are the crops of the day. Soybeans, so we can do our plant-based, I was going to say egg-based milk, plant-based milk, bottled milk. And then we're going to do sorghum up at the snail farm, and we're going to do silage maize over behind us there at the one field was silage maize last year, and then the other one was corn. We didn't own at the time. So we bought it since, and we're putting silage maize, which more or less is corn. We're putting that into it. It just comes up as a different crop on the map. So everything is sprayed. I haven't looked at anything in the second-hand market. We do have, let me just show you. Just go jump in here for a second. I was having a quick look. I must get rid of that wood chip out of there. Just set it to sell. We've 1 litre of snails. We've a lot of, like the cheeses are set themselves, like the Mauvan Tome, ordinary cheese is worth quite a bit as well. And then we have our aged goat cheese. So we've quite a few products which are coming up to be worth quite a bit of money. Down at the main dairy we have butter. You can see it there. Yeah, and you know the other thing I'll do when I get these planted, we'll bring down, we have bricks and cement. We're out of stones again, but we had enough to get another pallet of each, and we'll bring them down and put them in the village shop. Since I messed up the last time putting the first lot in, I was meaning to record it, and whatever happened, I didn't hit the button. And I had them delivered and all, and the game saved and all, and then I realised I can't go back, they're in. So we'll go down and see what progress we're making on that shop. I think it's going to take a bit of time anyway. So I'll get on with this. Once I get this done, I'll get the Fiat tractor on the field, getting it rolled. I'll let the AI worker do that for me, and I'll get the silage maize in and get the sorghum up at the other farm done as well. So that'll be all our spring crops in. Keep looking at the money going, should we buy another field? And I'm trying to hold off on doing that because we'll end up with too many we have a lot of fields to take care of now as it is, and I don't want it to go just sow fields all the time. We'll consider doing the grapes, but I don't know, if I did buy the grapes now, stopping again, this is what happens when I bring it back in. Sowing grapes can go in still, but I'd have to do them this month and harvest them. Okay, now we know that. Let's go over here, and it's down here. So if we're to buy, say, one of the grape fields, maybe buy that one there. What is it? 87,000. We'll probably afford to buy plenty of these. That's only 44. We could probably even buy the whole lot of them, to be honest with you, the money we have. But we have to buy this farm. Isn't that it? Let's see. Go visit. Yeah, this is the one with the grape processing plant on it and all the stuff for the grapes on it. We'd have to buy that. There you go, to go in there. We also have our, I don't know exactly what this mill does, but it's something got to do with the grape process. What I'll do, I'll work away, getting these fields done, and we'll have a look, and we might actually jump in on that. Now, we do have to buy equipment if we buy it. We'll have to buy a small tractor. We'll have to buy of course, the mulcher and the cultivator and what's it called, the topper, or the one that does the rows. I don't know what it's called, so I'm going to get educated in that too. It's so long since I've done anything with grapes. So we'll have a look at that once we get these fields all sown and done. We should still have time left to progress on to that. We can even do it next month. I don't want to be trying to pack in half a dozen different things, like do grapes, do this, do that, all in one episode. We'll concentrate on getting our fields done and looking after the livestock in this episode. As I said, we have the time. If we want to do them, we can do them next month. But for now, I'll just work away and get this done, and I'll bring you back in when we have there's 4 fields in total, 3 crops. When we have them done, I'll bring you back in. Soybeans are in. We just got this guy rolling away. Should be okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Of course, no fertilizer went out of the planter at all because we don't need it for soybeans. So we have... Why has he blocked by an object? Must have been me. Yeah, we didn't lose anything. I had to refill the seeder, of course, halfway through. And of course, I get to thinking, oh, man, Tommy, there's more there again. I get to thinking of things to do when I've nothing else to do. So this guy here, our Massey Ferguson, which we hardly ever use whatsoever, very, very seldom he gets any use at all. He's got 1.8 hours on. We bought this originally for the snail farm. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what, it's surplus to requirements. Not that it's surplus to requirements. Let's just say I have other plans, and this tractor just happens not to be one of them. I did top up with diesel. We've 3,000 litres in the tank. We'd no diesel left after the last fill, so I filled it up. There was about 20 litres left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this down to the shop, and then I'll run into my what's it called? Much as I like this tractor, I got this specifically for the snail farm, but we don't need it up there now. So decided to go do the grapes next month, or which will be in the next episode. Not going to try to squeeze them into this one as well. We still have our soybeans to go in, or not our soybeans, our sorghum and our silage maize to go in. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to put seed and fertiliser on the back of the van and bring it up to the other field up at the snail farm, the big field number, I think it's 86. we're not going to have enough in the planter itself, and I slowed down because I normally hit that pole when I go full speed around the corner. Now, kind of in a way I'm sad to see this go, but when I show you what I'm buying, you'll understand my reasoning behind it. There should be very little damage or anything on this at all, because we done one or two little bits of field work. The gearbox in it is a bit of a pain. If you put a fairly maxed out item towards the horsepower, I think it's 180 horsepower this is, it can be a little bit slow at starting up and stuff like that. So we're going to park you there. Let's jump in here. It doesn't actually need very little on. Repaint 292. Repair, no repairs. Okay, sell. What's the word? 77. Yeah, that's okay. Probably lost a bit on it, but I really don't care. I need a bigger tractor. And not just bigger than that, I need a big tractor. Second-hand market. Where are we? I was looking at this, it's too dear. This is way too big and too dear anyway. But I don't really use case tractors, and that's what I was kind of going. And I'm looking at the Merlot too, because they did say about getting a Merlot for our main farm because we can't reach up. This is what caught my eye. Fendt 930. She's 296 horsepower. She does go up to 415 if needed. We don't need that. We changed to 50 miles per hour, kilometers per hour. Wheels, tires. What do we put on it? What do I not normally use? Nokian tires. Wheel setup, standard wheels up. It doesn't give us what's that? Vero grip. No idea. Oh, it's the weights. Yeah. Wheel weights, wide tires, design line, cooling box. No. Warning signs, definitely not. That colour's not staying though. We're PTO, yes. What is that? Power settings. What does that change? That's costing 17,000. Reducing the horsepower or anything? No. Power and settings too. How much is off this? Of course I have to quit out now and go through all that again. There's 54% off it. Okay, many hours. I did look at it. 14.6. That's why I got drawn to it. Right, let's just get this done. We've work we need to get done. So we've wide tires with weights. No warning sign. Cooler box 250. No, we don't need it. Beacon lights. Put 2 on. PTO, yes. Roof terminal, no. We leave that on the lowest setting. That's getting changed anyway. No way am I doing that colour. There we go. Our Fendt green roof colour. Oh, what colour the roof normally? The roof normally white. Fendt white. Okay. So it is the right colour. Rims, yeah. Reg plate, I'm just leaving them and not bothering taking them off. And that's costing us 145. There you go. We have a decent tractor for the hilly farms. Hilly fields, hilly fields, you know what I mean. And we've blown some of our money, but we're still pretty well off. And I don't use enough fence, to be honest with you, apart from the old ones. And I kind of got drawn to this and thought, you know what, I do like it. Now, I'm going to look again, see if there's anything else in here. That's the worst about having money. I just spend it when I get it. Have we got a planter in second-hand market? No. The one we have will do us. It's just a bit narrow. Like, if we were to go with a bigger planter, what sort of money are we looking at? Planters. That's the one we have, which is 4.5 meters. 9 meters. Okay. not going with the bales. I've used that so many times. I'm not going to use it. It's great because it does everything. Haven't used anything like this. That does 5.2. It's not much bigger. That's the new one that came out. The new mod that's only out. I'm not going to bother with that. It's crazy money. This does everything. But is it a direct drill? No, it's not a direct drill. I would like to try something I haven't tried. That's only 4 meters. These are small enough. The big stuff here. You know what? We'll work with what we have for the time being. That's another new mod as well. 4.1 meters. That's 3.6. So I'd be looking at getting conveyor land if I was to go up, and that would give us double what we have. We've 4.5 now. That would give us more, but we don't actually need it now, so we leave that for now, and we'll work with the one we have. I don't necessarily want it for sowing the field we're sowing. I just wanted to buy this because I've seen it in the second-hand market, and I just thought it was a nice addition. Oh, I prefer the other strobes. They're the strobes. I prefer the older lights. I wonder if there's an option to change them. I know I don't switch them on that often, but that must just annoy me. Right, let's get them off. I had to lock in the cruise control so I could turn them off. There you go. We're spending money. They're always the same. We have money there, we spend it. So yeah, grapes next episode, which will be next month probably, and we're just going to get back to the farm now. We're going to get that planter up and get them other fields done. We'll do the 2 silage maize fields first. We'll get the other ones done, and then we're just going to wrap up for this episode. I suppose it's the case. I know there's going to be plenty of money there, which is why I'm kind of not holding on to it for the grape farm. I've already done a quick recce on all the equipment, and including buying the small tractor we need, and that it's not going to be that expensive. The land and that, I don't care if we only buy one field and buy the farm to start off. That'll do us for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park this at the shop, and I'll do a repair and that before I start using it, and we'll jump on board. I filled it up when I came back in. Lift it up and let's go do our silage maize. There we go. I ran into the building. Clipped it. So 2 fields of silage maize over here. Lime spread on them. And probably would have got away. They were only 1 year without lime, or 1 year's lime activation, if that's what your usage from the 3-year spread. And I just decided, you know what, let's just put the lime down anyway, because it's nice when you're going along, you know where you have been and where you haven't been. Now, just to make sure it's going in, just wanted to make sure that this was direct and that I wasn't doing this for the fun of it, going along and nothing going into the ground. Right, I'll get these 2 fields done. I'll get the other one done. I'll give you an update along the way. We'll move the other tractor over, do the rolling. I just want to bring you back and tell you what I decided on the grapes. Grapes are going in the next episode. We're going to do them. And yeah, I looked at the second-hand market, saw that Fendt, and thought straight away, yeah, I want this. So it's ours now. The Massey wasn't getting used. The Fendt will be used. I jumped over this guy's finished to move him over to the field, and we have our wild boars. Look at him. He's on his own. Why is nobody with you? Go back. Now, right, that's because we have the burrito pack. Now, just let's save this for a minute. I want to go into the settings menu. And let's come down. I upped the time scale a bit just to get through the day. I'll just slow that down for a minute. That should be down the end. Okay. Wildlife crop damage. Okay, I'll put that on. The other thing we need to do is Why is that off? That's the one. No, gonna leave disaster destruction off. I don't like it. Don't like the volcanoes. Why is crop destruction off? Anyway, that's not what I came in here for. I came in to turn on the wild boars. Because we're going to run it. And we need to go down to construction. And then I think it's in tools. No. Another €1,500. The feeder troughs for them. They have to be placed in the forest containers. Any in here? I think they're €1,500 each. Tools? No, it's not in tools. Maybe it is. Placeables. Vents, lights, others. Decorations. No, not in these. They're hiding. Is it in here? It's just bees. Aha. There we go. Radar station. Okay. The two of these, they are. So this stops them. They need to go on your own land near forest. Hold on. Oh, I need to zoom in. Aha. Yeah, now we can see it. So it needs to go like to somewhere like this in your own forestry area. There we go. You can plant that in there. Don't want it to be unrealistic. I don't want it to be out on the track. You see, there's our track. I want it to be in off our track. How's that look? I don't want the tree going through it either. Okay, let's see. Can we find somewhere to put this that we don't have a tree in it? Now, I'm sure because that's regarded as a forest, that will go there. We can't place another one because we have that one there. So the other one has to be placed a certain distance away from it. Where did I put it? No, it didn't place. Did place. That's full. Now, when you do that and you keep them topped up with hay, that will stop them from eating your crops and damaging your fields. So let's go back in. Let's go with another one over. I'm lost now. Where's our fields? It has to go in your own land. It has to go in for. I was looking at this plot here. This is what made me think that I hadn't got it installed because I'd actually forgotten to put it in. Now, I've gone out of. Can't find it now again. It's in animals. Can we squeeze that in between trees? Like, I'm sure, lights it there. I'm sure you could probably put it in there. If you don't want it getting in the way of the combine. Now, it's overlapping with the fence. I don't mind that. There you go. I'm probably going to hit that with the combine anyway. So that should be full as well. So we're going to place another one up at there. Okay, let's do it now before I forget. Let's go all the way up here to our field up here because we do have a forestry area here where there should be no issues with room. Okay, and the last area we have is up beside. We do on this land. Now I don't want it up there because, you know, if I put lights to there now, that's flat. Yeah, it's reasonably flat. It's our land. It's near forestry area. There you go. So that should take care of the wild boars and stop them from eating all our crops. So they're on. The damage is on from that. So there you go. We've done something that we wanted to do, which was to get that up and running. I'm just going to move this guy over. I'll get these fields sown because I kind of rabbited on for a bit longer than I intended to do, putting them down. But I just want to show you what you need to do. A lot of you will know already, but some people haven't done it and haven't bothered with it. But I just wanted to and get them. I hadn't been bothering with it, and I just said, right, let's get it down and let's get everything that we can possibly use on the map onto the map, apart from disaster destruction, because I don't like tornadoes. I think they just don't look the part. Anyway, I'll get back to getting my other fields sown over here and then get up and get the sorghum done. All the spring sown complete. That's all the fields done. The fields up on the sorghum field, just getting it rolled. Losing track of what I'm doing. Now, okay, get rid of this. Can I turn that tractor off? Nope. Okay, let's park it in the shed and get rid of the cedar first. And then we're going to just bring the cement bricks and the cement bags up to the village shop, like I said I would, before I forget. So I'm kind of happy enough the way things have gone now. We're after getting the 3 crops in the fields to 4 fields, because of course we have a double field of silage maize. So that's that done. Spring crops are all in, unless of course if we bought another field, which we're not going to. Now I do have a dilemma. I have a dilemma with the silage, because we got silage in here and we've loads of silage in here with 275,000 litres. Now we have our green rye here, which is ready to be harvested. Oh, I thought the green rye was next month. No, it's this month. Okay. Now, you'd normally make silage out of this, so what else can I do with it? Is there anything else I can do with it besides silage? I don't think there's anything in the help menu about it. New crops. Rye. It doesn't really say anything about. I don't think green rye, does it? Clover, green rye. Green rye can be mowed. It's got produces idea for silage production. Okay. So it's really for silage. What do I do? I'm kind of stuck because the bunker's full. Like, where do I put it? You can't add to an already covered and fermented bunker. Anyway, where's my truck? It's around here somewhere. I don't know where I left it. There it is. Walked right past it. I was looking at the silo. What do I do with the green rye? Do I bale it? Make silage bales? I think that's about all I can do, because there is another stone picking contract there which will get me more stones, if I remember correctly, up in field 66 right down the bottom. That'll get me more stones, but I'm going to have a look at putting down that stone by where. Oh, I was going to say, where's my my product? I'll get in there. Yeah, I will load them up. I'll bring you down and get them. Will they load? Yes, they will. Okay, let's bring these down to our village shop, and this time I keep recording so I don't lose you. When I delivered the first load, I realised after I'd done it and saved it that I'd actually not hit the record button properly. Anyway, guys, yeah, we're coming to the end of episode number 23 on Méchet. Spring sowing is all done. We have to get our green rye done now, as well as have a look at the grapes and what we're going to do there. I did do a contract with the Fendt. I put a worker on the other. I fertilised the field down here. Did I collect it? I didn't collect it. Oh, this is stone picking ones from earlier. I didn't collect these either. Okay. I just wanted to use the Fendt. I done the field number 23 down there, just literally to see how it performed. 296 horsepower. And yeah, I have to say, really pleased. I think we're okay with regards to hills and getting up and down the hills, up in the top, and if we get any other hilly fields. Money wise, yeah, we're really in a good place, and we're going to be in a good place. As I said, there's no real set challenges on this. There's no way we're going to be challenged on this map the way we're playing it. We didn't set it out as a challenge. We set it out as a learning experience on Méchet. In a way, I kind of wish I had some sort of challenges just to add to it, but I'll let this fella go by before I drive up on the footpath to get rid of this. Come on, guy. You're walking really slow. And 2 of them gone in. Okay. So there we go. What do we need to deliver? So we need 10,000 cement bags, 10,000 cement bricks. Until I put planks long and wood beams in, I won't know what's needed on them. I would assume it's probably 10,000 as well. Now, we could buy a forestry plot. We can buy cement, or we can buy wood beams and planks. Are they planks or planks long? I don't want to just buy them and put them in, but it would give us an indication what amount we need. I'll sleep on it. I'll think about the forestry aspect of it, what we're going to do as we move forward. We may have to buy a plot again and start doing a bit of forestry to get the products we need. We're going to have to get them from somewhere. Now I can just go into the store here and buy them now and just put them in, but I don't want to do that either. Yeah, I'm not even worried about that for the moment. I'm more concentrating on what we're going to do next regards to the rye, what way we're going to tackle that. We could just cut it and bale it, round bale it, wrap the bales, and I'm sure that'll work, and then we can store it and then use it up. Honestly, we have too much feed now. I was kind of hoping to do the mixer wagon and that, but I think we have enough feed probably for a couple of years going forward, so we can ease off on that. Even on the grass fields are going to be ready, but I think we'll just put them in straight in with the sheep and the goats. We'll just put it straight into the actual the trough on the pasture, and maybe just bale up the other bales and leave them on the pasture. So we only need grass in both of them cases. We don't need anything else. Just gonna pull up here and we'll have a quick look at the stock check and see what we have now. So we go to our stock check. You can see we have nothing that's fully green yet, but we've a lot of money in what we have in there. Cheeses and everything else, and should get rid of the ones which you can't sell anyway. Snail farm is almost totally shut down. There's, I think, one snail house is running, that's all, and that may have even run out at this stage. This is our space. We've got 100,000 litres in it, and we still have that forage wagon is still nearly full, and we still have 45,000 in there, and this one has 44,000. These are okay. I need to get them, do something with the manure. They've 9,000. So feed-wise, everything's going really well. That's the one thing I'll say about the farms on here. If you come on to play on Méchet, once you get your farms up and run your dairy and all that, and you have your food for them and that, you're going to make money on the farm anyway. So, we're going to finish up here. I'm going to get the grain rye done in the next episode. Probably will have a look at doing the grape farm. The equipment for it is not that expensive. Down to grapes, there we go. If we go in and you look at the harvesters, the sensible thing if you're going to do olives would be to buy that one. It's more or less the same price and it does both olives and grapes. What else have we got in? Grape tools. It'll give us. I'm not going to use the Colossus one. I'll buy that new sprayer, try it. That's for doing your fertilizer, lime and whatever down the line, so I might buy that too. Might just buy the gear we need for it. Let's just do combinations. We get the tractors. I'll buy the Fendt tractor. Might as well. I know it's probably the deer. It's near the deers there, the whole lot, but I'll just keep it Fendt anyway. Any variations in that? More horsepower, 114. So we'll do that. We'll get set up for the grapes in the next one. But for now, on the Méchet, episode number, 23, the guy in the field is just finishing off rolling that field. He must be nearly there, and that's all our spring crops in. We have absolutely everything in the ground. I don't think we're missing anything. We have absolutely everything in the ground. And you can see there, it's telling us our grass is ready in all these fields, even though I was getting 3s in some of them. So from the looks of things, I still have a good bit of work to do in this month. I thought that was next month, that's being honest with you, but there you go. We have a full episode for next episode still in this month, and I thought we were going to move forward, but we can leave that until the following one. I could just do that offline because you've been with me while I've done it before, and maybe we'll just concentrate on the grapes. But until we come back in episode number 24, I'll have a think about it, exactly what we're going to do. Definitely we'll do the rye to have a look at it, see what way we're going to do it. But I reckon it's going to be cut and baled and just put in the storage. There's nothing else we can do. Would have loved to put in the bunker, but we can't. Anyway, until next time, from the Méchet, all that's left for me to do is, as per usual, is to say goodbye for now. Until then, bye bye.